Hello folks, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing this model right here that's being created. This actually really is a model that is created by some real data from the U.S. Census Bureau of P of X, which represents right here, it says the U.S. population that was foreign born during the years from 1930 to 2011 is modeled by this function right here. It's pretty neat. Where x is 0, if I were to plug in 0 here, then that would represent the year 1930. So if I plug in 0 here, whatever that number pops out is going to represent the year 1930. 10 represents 1940, so that means everything after 1930 is a year. Okay. Now P of X, the number that actually pops out is going to be a percent. So that's the percentage of U.S. population that was foreign born. Okay. So we will have to give the percentage to the nearest tenth. That's what it says right here. All right, so let's start with the first one, 1930. So if you want to calculate what was that percentage, just plug in 0 right here. Okay, so we're going to do like this. So we're going to do P of 0. So just plug in 0 right here. 0.0042 times 0 squared minus 0.3187 times 0 plus 11.49. The good news is that this is all 0 and this is all 0, right? 0 squared is 0 times 0 is 0. And this decimal times 0 is 0. So this is just going to be 11.49, but let's go back to what we're actually looking for. We want to write, this is supposed to be a percent, and it's written to the nearest tenth. So really, the answer is 11.5%. And how do we do percents again? You look at the second number, or actually, like, how do we round something to the nearest tenth? You look at the second number, and if this number right here is 5 or greater, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then you round this number up 1. And that's why, so approximately 11.5 U.S. citizens were foreign born, across seas, whatever, in the year 1930. That's what that means. That's kind of cool, huh? Now we could do the same thing for now, part B. It says in 1970. Well, 1970, the distance from 30 to 70 is 40, right? So that means it's going to be P of 40. That's how we're going to calculate 1970 right here, because we have to count from 0. From 30 to 70 is 40 right there. Okay, so I'm just going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to plug in 40. And I'm going to do this all in my head and see if I can get it right. Just kidding, guys. I bet you there are people who can do that though in their head, but that's not me. So using your handy dandy calculator, and I've already done this beforehand, you're going to get 5.46, but then again, we want to round it to the nearest tenth. So round this guy up, so it's going to be 5.5%, which is pretty interesting because this is supposed to be real data, by the way. This isn't like all made up. So it was greater back in 1930, and then in 1970. And what's kind of fun is that you can kind of combine math and politics and history, like what was going on in the United States during those times, you know, the World War I, and then here, you know, what was going on there, and why would it be lower now? I mean, it's all kinds of cool stuff. You can talk about why, combining math with history and all that. And then part C, what do we want here? 2011. So actually, the distance from 1930 to 2011 is 81. So it's an 81-year difference. So we're going to plug in 81. I'm not going to write this all right here, but if you were to write it all out, then just use your calculator. The entire decimal is 27 point. No, it's not right. JK. It's going to be 13 2/10%. So it did start climbing back up right there.